Here's something that might shock you. Last year, 63% of Americans with side hustles actually lost money when you factor in taxes, expenses, and the real cost of their time. Think about that. Nearly 2 out of 3 people grinding away at their side gigs are going backwards financially. And the worst part? Most of them don't even realize it. Before we dive in, please remember that this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. My goal is to help you understand these concepts so you can make your own informed decisions. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which side hustles are secretly draining your wallet, which ones actually build wealth, and most importantly, how to tell the difference before you invest another minute of your time. We'll cover the 3 hidden costs that turn profitable gigs into money pits, reveal the surprising tax trap that catches most side hustlers off guard, and I'll share a simple formula to calculate whether any side hustle is worth your time. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the difference between side hustles that just feel productive and those that actually move you forward financially. Let's start with the biggest misconception about side hustles. Most people think any extra income is good income. But here's what they're missing. Every hour you spend on a side hustle has 3 costs attached to it. First, there's the obvious opportunity cost. If you're making $15 an hour driving for a rideshare company, but you could be learning a skill that doubles your main income, you're actually losing money. Second, there's the expense creep nobody talks about. When you're working more hours, you spend more on convenience, takeout instead of cooking, paid childcare, extra gas, premium coffee to keep you going. These costs add up fast, often eating 30 to 40% of your side hustle income. And third, there's the energy tax. Working extra hours doesn't just tire you out. It reduces your performance at your main job, limits your ability to network and grow professionally, and can even impact your health, leading to medical costs down the road. Now let me share something that changed how I think about this entirely. The IRS classifies income differently based on how you earn it. And this classification can make or break your side hustle profits. When you work as an independent contractor, which includes most gig economy jobs, you're hit with self-employment tax. That's an extra 15.3% on top of your regular income tax. So if you're in the 22% tax bracket, you're actually paying 37.3% total on your side hustle income. Meanwhile, your W-2 job splits that self-employment tax with your employer. You only pay half. This means that $100 DoorDash delivery actually puts about $63 in your pocket. But wait, we haven't even factored in your car expenses yet. The IRS says it costs about 65 cents per mile to operate a vehicle. If that delivery required 10 miles of driving, that's another $6.50 in costs. Now you're down to $56.50 for an hour of work. Before we even consider the opportunity cost, let's look at some real numbers from actual side hustlers. Sarah drives for a rideshare company 20 hours a week. She grosses about $500 weekly. Sounds decent, right? But after gas, car depreciation, extra insurance, and self-employment taxes, she nets $210. That's $10.50 an hour. Meanwhile, her friend Mike spends those same 20 hours building websites for local businesses. He charges $75 per hour and has minimal expenses. Just a laptop and internet connection he already pays for. After taxes, he keeps about $1,100 of his $1,500 weekly gross. That's $55 per hour net, 5 times what Sarah makes. But here's the kicker. Mike's building a scalable skill. He can raise his rates, hire help, or create website templates to sell. Sarah's income is capped by hours in the day and wear on her car. Speaking of scalability, that brings us to the critical difference between side hustles that trap you and those that transform your finances. Trap hustles trade time for money with no leverage. Every dollar requires your direct input. Delivery driving, retail arbitrage, where you're constantly hunting for products, task-based services like furniture assembly. These might provide quick cash, but they're treadmills. You run faster, but never actually get anywhere. Transformative side hustles, on the other hand, build something. Skills that increase your market value. Assets that generate income without your constant involvement. Relationships that open new opportunities. Systems that can run without you. If you're finding this breakdown helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. I release new videos every week, breaking down complex financial topics into simple, actionable strategies. Just hit that subscribe button below and you'll never miss an update. Now, you might be thinking this all sounds good in theory, but what about people who need money right now? Fair point. Sometimes you need immediate cash flow. But even then, you can be strategic. Here's a framework I call the bridge and build strategy. Use a quick cash side hustle as a bridge, but only while you're simultaneously building something better. For example, drive for Uber on Friday and Saturday nights when rates are highest, but spend Sunday afternoons learning digital marketing. Use the Uber income to cover immediate needs while you build skills that will replace that income at a higher rate. Set a specific timeline, maybe 6 months of driving while you complete an online certification. Having an exit strategy transforms a trap hustle into a strategic stepping stone. Let's talk about the tax advantages you're probably leaving on the table. When you have a legitimate side business, not just gig work, you unlock powerful deductions. Your home office, part of your internet bill, business-related education, travel to conferences, even some meals and entertainment. These deductions can dramatically change your side hustle math. But here's what most people get wrong. They try to deduct expenses for hustles that aren't real businesses. Driving for DoorDash doesn't make your apartment a deductible headquarters. But if you're freelance consulting or creating content, now you're talking. The key is having a genuine business with growth potential, not just another job without benefits. One of the most overlooked costs of the wrong side hustle is what I call skill atrophy. While you're busy with low-value tasks, technology and best practices in your field are advancing without you. Your peers are gaining certifications, attending workshops, building portfolios. You're delivering pizzas. 5 years later, they've doubled their salaries while you're still hustling for scraps. This is why the most successful side hustlers think in terms of skill stacking. They choose gigs that complement their main career or teach transferable skills. A marketing manager who freelances social media strategy. A teacher who tutors online and builds courses. An accountant who consults for small businesses. These hustles make you more valuable in your primary career while generating side income. Here's another trap that catches people: the all-or-nothing mentality. They think they need to immediately replace their full-time income or the side hustle isn't worth it. This thinking leads to burnout and poor decisions. Instead, focus on incremental progress. Can you generate an extra $500 monthly from a skill-based hustle? That's $6,000 annually. Invested properly, that becomes $60,000 over a decade. More importantly, the skills you build compound. The freelance writer charging $20 per article today might charge $200 next year. The virtual assistant learning the ropes could launch their own agency. But the Uber driver is still making roughly the same per hour, minus inflation. Let me give you the formula I use to evaluate any side hustle opportunity. First, calculate your true hourly rate. Take monthly gross income, subtract all expenses including taxes, divide by total hours spent including prep, travel, and recovery time. If it's less than 1.5 times your day job hourly rate, it's probably not worth it unless it's building valuable skills. Second, assess the skill value. Will this make you more marketable? Can you leverage it into higher paying opportunities? Does it teach you something valuable? Third, evaluate scalability. Can you eventually earn more without working more? Can you systematize or delegate parts of it? Is there potential to turn it into passive income? If you score low on all three, you've found a trap hustle. Now let's synthesize everything we've covered into a clear action plan. The side hustle landscape has fundamentally changed. What worked 5 years ago might be costing you money today. The gig economy has created an illusion of easy money that ignores real costs like taxes, expenses, and opportunity cost. But this doesn't mean you should avoid side hustles entirely. It means you need to be strategic. Choose hustles that build skills, create assets, or genuinely complement your career trajectory. Calculate the real return, not just the gross income. And always have an exit strategy that moves you toward higher value opportunities. Here's your assignment for this week. Audit your current side hustle or evaluate one you're considering. Calculate your true hourly rate using the formula I shared. Include every cost and every minute spent. Then ask yourself 3 questions. Is this building skills that increase my market value? Can this grow without requiring proportionally more of my time? Is this moving me closer to my financial goals or just keeping me busy? If you answer no to all 3, it's time to pivot. Your time is your most valuable asset. Spend it building something worthwhile, not just trading it for pennies. The truth about side hustles isn't that they're bad. It's that most people choose the wrong ones for the wrong reasons. They chase quick cash instead of long-term value. They measure success by gross income instead of net impact on their lives. Don't be most people. Be strategic. Build skills. Create value. And always remember that the best side hustle is one that eventually eliminates the need for a side hustle at all. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe to the channel for more content that cuts through financial fluff and gives you real strategies. I publish new videos every week designed to help you make smarter money decisions and build genuine wealth. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.